Day One Journey, episode 1424. You questions. You with quotation mark. You questions. Well, if you studied sales or maybe NLP, you may be familiar with the yes questions. What are the yes questions? Well, let's put the music down for now. What are the yes questions? The yes questions are questions that you ask, and the answer is always yes. And you do it in as part of trying to influence someone to make a sale. You want them to buy something, so you sort of get them on board of your idea. So what are your questions? It's just something new that I thought about today. I went to the park and I started with some you questions. Question that I ask myself, and the answer is you. Well, I talk to myself in the second person, and sometimes I find it very powerful because I'm like actually talking to myself as if I'm a different person. It's like I'm talking to myself as if I'm my best friend, giving myself a motivational speech. So this is where I use you questions. So I ask myself, you know what? Let's demonstrate. I need the music. You questions, Asaf. Who wakes up in the morning, every morning, 4:30 a.m.? You. Who puts so much energy, time, and effort on Marcus body coding and also working on your dancing skills? You. You did the practice. You get the credit. You. Who got the last job? Who learned on their own? Yeah. React. Front end. Back end. Who finished university with top grades? Who did that? You. Who practiced for 6 hours a day for almost half a year before the World Cup? World Latin Dance Cup. You. You put in the effort. You got better. You understood you got to know yourself, what you can do in 6 months. Who did the lists? Wrote the list every single day for the past 10 years. Who did that? You. You got to know yourself. You. You put in the work. You put in the effort. You ask the questions. You ask yourself the questions. You did it every single day until you got some clarity and understanding who you are, what you're doing here on earth. Yeah. What is the meaning of your life? You chose the meaning, right? And you choose every single day, again and again and again and again. You get the credit. Great credit for what? Knowing yourself. A good friend of yours told you, yes, Asaf, I'm talking to you. Asaf, you. A good friend of yours told you that you probably cannot be seduced or seduced. Yeah, because you know what you want. And why do you know what you want? Why? Because you did the work. Who did the work? You. These are the you questions, yeah? Take credit. Take credit for what you did for yourself. You did it. Maybe it was someone else's advice. Maybe you read a book. Maybe you listened to a lecture. Maybe it was but you get the credit for the execution because it was you. Who woke up in the morning? You. Who went to the gym and worked out? You. Who got the rings and did today in the morning a workout, a pool workout? Who did that? You. Yes, you got the program from here and you learned it from there, etc. You get the credit for your own effort and all your accomplishments and all the experiences that you've been through. Difficult, not difficult, the adversities, the easy stuff, the bad stuff, the difficult things, all the things that you've learned. You learned. You're learning on your own flesh. You did it. The answer is you. You are the solution and you are the problem. You are everything. You have control over your life. Take responsibility for what you did, because the answer is you. Yeah. Take responsibility for what you did, and take the credit for the things that you did for yourself. Acknowledge your power, acknowledge your weaknesses as well. Know who you are. This is your life, not anybody else's. You need to give explanations to you. Have an amazing day, day one. See you tomorrow.